Okay, so we are going to mount our lock and our handle onto our door. So first we're going to locate them. The lock goes in here, the handle is up here. Just going to screw the handle on. The lock we're going to actually drill through. Now I need to add a piece of 1/4" Luan scab onto the back of my rail here because the lock set is actually made for 1¼ inch thick material, and we actually only have a piece of 3/4 and 1/4" Luan, so we only have 1 inch. So I have to add another 1/4" inch so that the lock fits. Alright, so what we're going to work on now is the police box here. It's 1x2 mitered corners. Just kind of framed out. We'll put the lettering behind it. I'm going to give that a good clear coat, seal it up, and that'll be done. Then we'll add the handle. Okay, so now I got the frame on, got the handle on, and that is done. And next, and finally, we're going to do the windows. I know I keep saying I'm going to do the windows, but it's not that they're difficult to do, they're just very time consuming. And everything else had a little bit more of a challenge to it. So I wanted to make sure I got the tough stuff done, had enough materials for that. The windows are going to be made out of scrap. I'm doing lap joints. So on my table saw I'm ripping out dados. We will have 2 muttons and mullions in there. Plexiglass behind, which we'll spray with the frosted spray paint, frosted glass spray paint. Taking the windows, these are the top pieces, top and bottom pieces. So I am cutting in my dados. So here's my vertical stiles. Here's my outer. I also have some of the uprights as well. So I'm going to rip all these. I'm going to then rip them to width. So I'll have 2 at 1 inch for these and 1 at a 1/2 inch. And then on the longer ones, the ones that go vertical, I will have 2 1 inch and 2 1/2 inch. I got all my pieces parts cut, and I got the first frame stapled together. We'll make 7 more of these. See, they are all lap joints. And then we will paint them and then attach the plexiglass. So I got all the window frames are now installed. Missed a few spots on the paint, so I'll come back in. I'll paint the back sides white, and then once that's dry, we'll assemble the plexi and put the frost spray on it. Also wanted to point out I have 2 lighting fixtures. I have one up in the tunnel for the top light, and I have one that kind of hangs down. And I want to make sure you adjust the height of that so it's not in direct view of any of the windows or the police signs, otherwise you'll wind up with a hot spot. So I've run my cables down, drilled a little hole in the floor, fed the cords out the back. I will run the light up in the tunnel to a theatrical dimmer and be able to pulsate it. The other one will just stay on. I might run it to a dimmer as well just to adjust the intensity. Okay, so we are down to the last bit here. I got these back painted, the back of the window frames. So we're all set there to put the plexi in. What I've done is I've taken some scrap sheets of Luan and I've painted them white. I'm going to rip them into 1 inch strips. And then I have my plexiglass panels cut out over there. I'm going to put those to the back side of the window frame, and I'm going to staple the 1 inch strips behind to hold the plexiglass in place. Then I will spray the window panes with the frosted paint spray, which, you know, there's Rust-Oleum, frosted glass, there's Krylon, a whole bunch of different manufacturers make it. But this is what I used on the top of the light up there, and this will help obscure view. Okay, today, putting in our plexiglass, what I did is I cut a bunch of, I painted those panels white, I ripped them into 1 inch strips, and I'm just nailing them up to the back side of the windows to hold the plexi in place. That way if a plexi ever breaks or anything else, I can pop these off really quick and replace them. So I've got most of the windows done. I'm going to do the last 3 here. And then I'm going to spray them with the window frost, and then we're done. Alright, so now I am using window frosting. So there's the before, there's the after. I'm spraying from the inside, and then we're done. And there you have it. It is complete. These are my weeping angels, which I still have to put the hair on and finish painting. But these will go in the front yard with the TARDIS. Complete our Halloween decorations.